Supernatural belief is quite a big theme at Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's court. At first, the main appearance of it is when Hank Morgan meets Merlin and eventually poses as a wizard. He manages to convince people that he is indeed a wizard with his secret knowledge of events to come mixed with a bit of science. People in this time were very easy to fool as they did not have much of an education. Eventually, Hank himself would come to be seen as one of the greatest mages in their era, but that comes later. Once Hank got transported back into the past, he heard about Merlin. Initially, he thought he was a fool and a possible con artist. He held this ideal possibly for the rest of his life. Now, after hearing about Merlin and being captured, he came up with a plan to trick the people into thinking that he himself was also a wizard. Using his knowledge of the events of this time, he calculated the exact date and time of a solar eclipse and falsely told everyone that he was blotting out the sun. The people, being the fools they were, believed every bit of his tale and revered him as a great mage. Soon, the people began to forget about this wonder in exchange for some other miracle. Hank knew he had to do something about this, and knowing the people's simpleness, decided to target the man who went against him, Merlin. Using a lightning rod and some gunpowder, Hank blew up Merlin's tower in an attempt to gain the favor of the people again, and lo and behold, it worked. However, in typical Mark Twain fashion, the plot point was dropped for most of the book, only to make a few small appearances, and even then, they did not affect anything in a major way as the first ones did. Throughout this entire journey, Hank saw the people who believed in magic as mere uneducated fools, while ironically, a true wizard was under his nose the entire time. After being put into a slumber by this same wizard for 1300 years and being awoken, Hank was on his deathbed. While on his bed, he referred to his experiences as mere hideous dreams, driving home his skepticism on magic. Ironically, the man who was once known as one of, if not the greatest mages in the world, never believed in magic, even during his last day on Earth.